Hi everyone, my name is Stefano. I'm co-founder and CFO of Finanz. My parents never taught me about money. My school never did, and the whole financial system has failed me from the very beginning. The bad news is 1 out of 3 people worldwide are just like my co-founders and I were, financially illiterate and uncared for. Well, the problem in Europe is pretty clear. More than 300 million people don't invest and have trillions of euros sitting idle on bank accounts. But what's even worse is that most of these people even lack the most basic financial knowledge. Here, we're all fintechs, banks, we know that diversification does reduce risk, but most people in Europe do not. And we know that it's hard to learn, but everyone needs to know how to manage their money, because money is in every person's lives. And again, we know that it's hard to learn nowadays, too many complex financial information, too many information channels. But again, this is why we created Finanz, the very first financial super app that helps people learn, save, and invest, all in one platform. And this is actually how we help people. We provide adaptive and customized learning based on what are your goals, objectives, and financial concerns. And I want to stop to say this is what me and my co-founders, when we were just a bunch of broke high school kids, wanted to do. To build a Duolingo for financial education, a Duolingo of money. And as users learn in our app learns about them, learns what their concerns are, and personalizes, thanks to AI mechanisms, the content that we provide and the lessons and whatever the topics they might be interested in. But as I said before, and I mean it, we help people learn, save, and invest. So this is not just what we do. We help people save money with an average 8% cashback. And what they do is basically connect their bank account to the app and forget about it. They will shop for whatever they love, from grocery to Nike shoes, and then they will have money ready straight to invest. And this is the end of the journey, making investment accessible, fun, easy, and effortless, bringing millions of Europeans, millions of people worldwide, because that is the ultimate goal, to invest and to democratize access to financial education and investment. And also, being able to invest, not just as many platforms in the state do, for instance, Robinhood, that they give you a nice interface, but they don't teach you how to do it. But that's not all. Our proactive AI will make this even better, will help people make smarter financial decisions. And you know, the top 1% of people have financial advisors and have access to very tailored knowledge, to very tailored advice. And with what we have built, we're making this accessible for everyone and everywhere. Now to the big question, how do we make money? We are true to our mission. Financial education is never going to be paid, and we monetize on the saving and investment part. We get average commissions on investments and also on cashback. We are now testing an affiliate model. We have partnership with some of the biggest Italian banks and also Scalable Capital, which you may know. But we have also basically ready to launch the interface for investment directly into the app. For our most loving users, there is also Finance Pro. And as a last, I would say, cherry on top, we're also developing the B2B side, but more on that later. We launched with quite a bang, 30,000 downloads. We launched at the end of 2024, 30K downloads with a 0.25 euros cost per install, which, for who is not familiar in the B2C sector, it's far below market average. And we've raised sorry, this slide is a bit old. We've raised a 700K pre-seed with a safe 20% discount on next valuation, uncapped and unfloored. And then we're moving fast right now. Product development, internalization, and what I mentioned before, which is our B2B jewel, which is Finance API. I really love to mention this because Visa, who is also a partner and presenter of the Unchained, is also helping us to develop this. We have now a couple of POCs with large systemic banks that I cannot disclose, but we're working on it. We've seen validation, and what we basically do is integrate financial education within banking platforms to provide a very powerful engagement tool, but also with what we have developed, since data is the backbone of our company, we provide to banks our customer intelligence, where they can cross-sell and engage users in a very, very smart and powerful way, opening monetization opportunities. To conclude, our team is young, but supported by incredible mentors and incredible investors with decades of experience in the sector. So thank you.
Thank you for your presentation and your energy. Can you tell us a bit about monthly active users or weekly churn, retention, these kind of metrics? Thank you.
We benchmark, obviously, against Duolingo, which is our kind of North Star. We have, out of those 30K downloads, 10K are monthly active users, unique monthly active users. We have retention rates from normal users at 25% on the 30th day. And for power users, it gets up to 45%. Power users means users that are more engaged and love the app the most. We have a very, very experienced growth sector. Our growth manager is very skilled. And so we monitor everything. We are really bullish on product analytics. Everything we do, every feature we implement, we A/B test. And we're really keen on validating metrics before doing anything with our app.
Tell us how you acquired those users so cheaply.
We are very good with what we call growth hacks. We organize events. For instance, like our internationalization strategy, maybe some younger people have already seen us in universities group chats. This is something, all of these kinds of strategies really allow us to raise brand awareness and really acquire users mostly, and this is what we've seen also from the data, even though we keep spending on marketing, but we don't have to do it. Our most powerful acquisition tool is word of mouth. And so the decay factor, the virality factor is very high, and we know there is product market fit also because of that. Then, of course, we're also very good with social media, which is a powerful tool, especially for younger generations.
What's your expected lifetime value for the customers, except those €100 if they're opening an account?
Okay, well,
and how much out of the 30,000 downloads do you expect to really open such an account?
Okay, of course we will keep growing our user base. This is what we're doing. These users, calculating LTV as a metric is very complex, and depending on the perspective, I can tell you a user is worth €1,000, but it could definitely be worth 10. What we have calculated, considering the average of our products and everything, is around €40 per user as lifetime value. It can increase depending on the feature we are going to integrate, because this is what you have seen on the pitch, of course. The product is far more complex. It involves, we also have insurance dynamics inside. We can provide these kinds of products. All of these commissions, at the end point, we're going to integrate the interface itself within the platform. So to calculate really lifetime value once we do that, it's complicated because if users keep investing, their value will increase over time and we'll get more commissions. This affiliate model is just a momentary test, also because we've been approached by banks and why refuse free money. And we're validating, developing the interface and then launching it. So it's tough to give you a precise estimate of lifetime value.
Okay, thank you. And another thing about this virality. What's your unique selling point proposition?
Why should users come to us and use our platform?
Yeah, what are you solving for them? What's their problem?
I mean, I feel like financial education is quite a big problem, as I've shown you from the data. And also, I do think that the difference between all of the other platforms is they're quite keen on just making your investment experience go smoothly. We do that, but we also provide it in a personalized way. We explain you how to do things, why a product is relevant for your life goals and your life stage. And so this tailoring, this personalization, and all of the services we provide in a comprehensive, personalized, again, and holistic way is really what makes us different from everyone who has ever done this thing. Thank you.